Hello there, and welcome back to Dr. Robotnik's Ring Races. In this episode, I took on the Aqua Cup, and for once, we'll be jumping straight into that, because I forgot about my spray can collection routine. That'll come later, but for now... Welcome to Palmtree Panic. Before we begin racing, I just wanted to point out that I changed my follower between episodes. I was using the Tornado for a while, but I've now switched to the Chaos Drive. It'll have no effect on my racing, but I think it looks cooler. Pretty strong opening race. I'm really not sure why Kart Crew felt Palmtree Panic only needed the 2 laps, seeing as it isn't any longer a course than most that get that third, but I finished it in good standing. Good lap bonus, a nearly full collection of rings, and a very strong lead opened the Aqua Cup with an A rank. That opening A rank is practically a tradition at this point. But you know what else is a tradition by now? Following it up with a terrible second race that necessitates a retry. Darkvile Castle, Act 2, is a course that consists almost exclusively of extremely difficult corners, whether that be due to how tight they are, a lack of walls to block off bottomless pits, or how they come immediately after a long fall. I did not do well at navigating those corners, which already put me in a difficult position. But there was a little self-sabotage too with misuse of items. Although the AI were ultimately responsible for my 6th place, it only occurred because of a single incident. I fell off the course near the end, then got dropped onto an enemy's landmine when I respawned, which threw me off the track again, leaving me with barely any rings or time to make my way back through the competition. I think I have been cursed to lose and retry every Cup's second course, because this is at least 3 Cups in a row where this has happened. Between episodes, I learned another advanced trick you can pull off with your ring racer. By tapping the brake button as you drift, you can massively reduce your turning circle, allowing you to take far tighter corners than usual. It doesn't seem to be useful all that often, but it is vital if you want to maintain any speed on these corners without falling off. That's another corner where it's clear you need to pull off my mid-air drift boost trick, which I've since learnt is officially called the triangle dash. Problem is that I could never figure out the timing, so even after 6 laps, I never actually pulled it off and maintained my speed into the straight that came afterwards. I thought I could speed up my drift around that penultimate turn using some rings, and it didn't occur to me at the time that it probably wasn't a wise idea to try and do that while holding an Orbinaut that would definitely ricochet back and hit me. It turned out fine in the end, but oof, that was a stressful final 10 seconds. The smartest thing I could have done there, using the power of hindsight, would have been to turn around at the edge of the lake and check where that CD actually fell, because then I wouldn't have wasted so much time driving back up there, and I probably wouldn't have failed such an easy prison break round. Following my example from Zem's museum, I decided to temporarily forego racing to instead pick up a collectible, driving into the off-road to pick up an obvious spray can. It ended up being Tangerine, a nice orange colour. As you'll see in just a moment, like in Zem's museum, it was probably not the smartest decision. I do not know what the Amy AI was smoking in that race, because no other racer came close to her for the last 3 laps. Same about falling into the lake, and the drop target, and what I think was a proximity mine. If it wasn't for all that, I probably would have done better than 4th. I would have commented more about that race, but it was honestly kind of a nothing burger. The track itself is honestly just a bit slow a lot of the time. It was only on the 3rd lap that the other racers really caught up to me in any significant way, and I managed to avoid all of the items they threw at me. In fact, I think that's the first time I managed to avoid all of Shrink's lasers. Another A rank, but I wasn't exactly holding out for a shield star to put much attention into keeping track of them. As you may have gathered from that footage, I had no idea what I was doing there. Media Studio Soul looked pretty though. thought that Starlight felt really easy for the final race of the Cup, and I have two theories why. The fans on most corners stop you from slowing down on them too much, which helps keep up your speed. More importantly, and I only figured this out watching the mini-map or script in this video, the AI cannot figure out how the central building works. Seriously, as I pass it on these 2 laps, watch the other races' icons and see how many get stuck there. Easy. Helps that half the other races were barely even competing by the 3rd lap. But even outside of that, Starlight is nowhere near as crazy a course as some of the Cup finales from previous episodes. I'll spare you the tension. I didn't get into the Shield Star, so let's look at my results and completed challenges, and move on to collecting some spray cans. "20 seconds is all it took for me to take the first few corners of Hard-Hacked Havoc and drop into this mud pit, where I found the Moonset spray can. Weird shade of purple, but at least it sets the tone for just how quick and easy most of these are going to be. Press Garden spray can took slightly longer, mostly on account of it being further into the course. It was only slightly more difficult to get than the previous one though, and that's only because it took 2 attempts to line myself up properly with a half pipe. But just over a minute later, I managed to collect Cerulean. Starlight was a spray can I expected to be harder than it was. I'd overestimated it though, and just a few seconds later, I'd collected Scarlet as a new shade of red. Northern District has a fairly simple spray can. It sits atop this fountain right at the start of the course, and you just can't miss it. Problem is, you need a spring to get up there, so it took a few resets before the roulette worked in my favour. At that point, the spray can was easy pickings. although I did sit there for a while just to check I had landed on it. Of course, I had. So one final quit out later, and I unlocked a banana as a new colour. And with that, I collected my final spray can for the day. I tried to recall any others, but having completed 10 cups worth of tracks without really returning to any of them has caused me to forget a lot of them. Therefore, the next episode is going to be a little different, as instead of moving on to the Lightning Cup, I'm going to go back and complete some challenges. Hopefully that ends up with me unlocking something more exciting than CDs and followers, and I'll probably find some new spray cans in the process. We'll see how I fare next time, but for now, I hope you enjoyed the video, and ciao.